Hey you guys, so kind of a room tour. I did one of these live a while ago, which wasn't the best quality, so I'm doing another one. Yeah, there is the filming spot that I sit and film in. My Marvel Legends shelf. You can see most of the 90%, 100% of the figures you're going to see in this video. If you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. You can see in this video reviewed on the channel somewhere a while ago now. When I got up this morning, Captain America and Iron Man there had decided to fall and take out a lot of the stuff on the shelf below. Loki's down there because he's another one that falls over a lot when he's on the shelf with the other ones. We have Iron Giant there at the back and Robbie the Robot. My what's his face? Dr. Fate helmet, which I was kind of disappointed in the one in the film. It just didn't look right. And we have the Jaws Orca as well. I still haven't got my big shark figure yet. The guy that was selling it on eBay has taken it off and it hasn't been on for a while. There we have a I started that a very long time ago. Very long time ago. It's one of the earlier videos on here. I never got around to finishing it. I'm always busy, yeah. Oh, we have some model kits down there as well. Yeah, and my Doctor Who figures. These are 3 model kits that I've had for quite a long time now. There's a Tom Baker one somewhere, but he's another one that has a habit of wanting to fall over, and they're resin, so they will probably shatter. I don't want that to happen, so he doesn't stand with them. There is my Master Chief helmet, 3D printed. I'm very proud of that. And is it the big chief, the big guy, which I repainted, which I'm also very proud of. We have, over there in the corner we have a hat stand from the TARDIS, my Dread helmet, which I still need to get a visor for, my Man from Uncle gun, and also the gun from Men in Black. Sorry if I pause in front of any of these, but my memory is like a spoon these days. The 1-to-1 Heath Ledger Joker there at the back, and we also have Jack Nicholson, the Horizon Frankenstein, my 3 alien busts. We have Aliens, Alien 3, and some Legos of Ripley the Alien and Scooby-Doo. That's not a Lego. My 1-to-1 Iron Man bust. I've had that a very long time. Very proud of that. I know it's kind of a knockoff of one that lights up and was very expensive. They did also do a War Machine, which I never managed to get. So the back there we have, well, you'll know, if you know what that is, you know what that is. It's an Aliens model kit. It was very, very expensive in its day. One of my favourites. There's also a Ripley there at the back. We have this young lady model kit. She's definitely a favourite. If anybody knows what it is and what she's called, leave a comment at the bottom. There we go, she has the flames on her bottom pants. A little bit of a Kill Bill feeling to that. Nice Iron Man print there. So this is the DC Universe sort of shelf. Mostly the Mcfarlane figures. I really do like the 66 Batman figures. Yeah. It's kind of weird at the moment because I've been putting film videos on, like full videos, and they're getting really, really naff views. But I put shorts on and they're getting slightly better views, but I'm not sure if that is YouTube pushing them more than my regular videos. YouTube are pushing shorts at the minute, so it's not really helping the channel much. One of my favourite characters, John Hex. Yeah. And then down here we have a Coca-Cola bottle. Harley, who has a habit of throwing herself off of this shelf. I've lost the rest of her baseball bat, that's why she's not been put back. Freddy and Jason there at the back, you can't quite see. My old Mego Batman. The old Mcfarlane Robocop. My Transformers collection, I really wanted more of those like classic vehicles. I also have the Highlander, so let me move out of the way. Highlander and Kurgan. The old Freddy Krueger model kit there at the back. The Pigs in Space figures. And okay, what's the big Muppet called? I do know what it's called, but it's gone out of my head. Somebody leave a comment at the bottom. Right, down here is a little bit of a mess, so we're going to skip that, but I'll do that. You can see anything you see in there, please mention. We have the Christmas Gremlin. It's fallen over there. My Blade Runner gone. Some other figures that have decided to, over the last few months, throw themselves on the floor. My one-to-one alien head. I feel very lucky to have that. Allegedly, it is a pull off of the one that was on the very famous poster that it put out years ago. You know, the one with it busting through the door. Yeah, that's allegedly where it came from. There is a shelf, a cupboard with lots of figures and things in. Now, the room is going to get revamped soon. I've decided, and this cabinet may be going. I don't know yet. I want more shelves where you can see things rather than cabinets that things are hidden on. Up there we have some more model kits. We have Morticia, Elvira. At the back there we have the NECA big size Batman and Robin 66 and the Arkham Batman. Of course, Groot. Michael Myers mask. Is it? I don't want to say knockoff, but it's made in China. Captain America figure. Obviously, Heath Ledger's Joker there at the back. Now down to the shelf. Now in the shorts that I did, this got a lot of attention, so there will be. It's, as you can see, it's a big figure. It's a big thing that needs to be moved out. So when it's moved out, I will definitely do a video of it. But for now, it can stay there for now. And the face hugger as well. I like this. I got just a cheap vest top from George to stick on her because she was naked. I keep thinking of giving that face hugger more of a wash and seeing. I don't know. What do you think? You like the colour, or should it have some more gratuitous to it? I like the word gratuitous. We have the Slimer, Stitch, John Wick with a pencil, Spider-Man, and the Ghostbusters. I really wanted the rest of the real Ghostbusters, but have you seen the price of them? It ruined it for me. I just cannot warrant spending nearly 100 quid just on one figure. I kick myself daily for not picking them up. And it was sad because the other figures that were in the set, they sold them really cheap. But I do have these Ghostbusters, so they're pretty cool. Down here we have some of the little figures and things. Optimus Prime, Power Girl, Regan. I keep meaning to, I don't know, I keep wanting to change the face colour. I tried something a bit different with it. What do you think? I think it needs to be a greener than more than pink. We have Mad Max, which I am going to put a full video of that on because you guys seem interested in the model kits. If you are interested in model kits, please comment at the bottom. Helps. Down here we have some more model kits. We have Lilu there at the back. The what was it? The Girl from Venus or something like that. We have the old C-3PO, which was in one of the first videos I ever did on the channel. My Mickey Mouse 40th anniversary baseball. The remake of the Wonder Woman with the octopus figure. I think that was called Mummy Dearest. And there's a big sort of Optimus Prime at the back there and a light for Transformers and Red Sonja and Jessica Rabbit. He wants the redhead. Yes, he's also a redhead. Right, next we have the G.I. Joe Classics and also the female Freddy and Jason. Next shelf up we have one day I want to finish getting the rest of her. It's Agent Carter, little Lego Iron Man. We have Snake, call me Snake, Pliskin and Riddick. Those big robot things. And the Henry Cavill Superman. Henry Cavill will always be, and not should be, should have had another chance. He should have had another go at being Superman in a good film. I don't mind the first one, but it's not quite Superman for me. But anyway, we have a Ray there at the back, Ghostbusters, the Doctor with his jelly babies, Mandalorian hiding there at the back, Rocketeer, I think there's an Ahsoka back there as well, Indiana Jones, and the Black Series Mandalorian helmet at the back. In there, which you can't really see because the light is shining behind, we have my Hot Toys. I'm kind of over Hot Toys. I just cannot warrant the price that they charge for them now. So, yes. There's also my KO Joker down there. Some little Grogu's. My Freddy glove, which I need to get a hand so that I can put it next to the other Freddy. I also have an Alex Ross style, like I say, excuse some of the mess, an Alex Ross style Superman. There's a resin figure. It's very, very heavy. Very heavy. A Clone Trooper helmet I'm working on at the moment. I think I may have deleted the beginning of the video that I was filming for that, but I'll work on it. Something will appear eventually. Yeah. Party poppers, which I used in one of my first videos, and I've never used them since. The pulse rifle there at the back and some graphic novels and some other stuff. Then in the middle of the room here, getting in the way a little bit, is the Proton Pack. I will say I love the Proton Pack. The box has had to go in the other room while I'm filming this because I just could not film around it. It like takes up most of the room. It's kind of difficult because you don't want to throw it away, but where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it? Remember, our car, 2 seats. Where's he going to sit? Film reference. What film reference was that? This, oh, by the way, that is the table that everything that hasn't got a home yet stands on. Yep, there we go. Right, so then we have the Predator shelf, which is one of my favourites. There is a Predator that needs to go over there. I want to get this. I want to get something bigger for here that means that I can put these figures into more posed rather than just standing, like, as I call it, museum poses. I want them to be in action poses. But at the minute, that shelf is just not really big enough. So I'm working on that. It may mean moving the Alien shelf, which is next to it, because that is kind of a smaller display, and putting them somewhere different. But yeah. We also have the Predator and the Freddy, which is stood down there leaning, because again, I haven't really got a home for them, and I worry about them falling over and breaking themselves or something else as they fall. We have the Turtle shelf. AliExpress just put a load of new Turtle figures out, but they're also already out in some places in the US, so I was kind of like, do you guys need to see them? The problem is, if I don't get a video, like, if I don't get a figure when nobody else has reviewed it, then I don't get as many views as when I get one, you know? So, like, these guys I got really early, but that guy I got at the same time as everybody else, so nobody watched the video, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, you guys, you need to just, even if you've already seen it, just watch it for me. Yeah, it really helps the channel. Here we have the Black Series figures. These Star Wars is one of my favourites, but my Star Wars videos don't get enough views, so it breaks my heart because I put one on and they get like views. So yeah, you guys, please, if you see that I've put one of these on, please watch it. Yeah, the channel needs your help. So does the Black Series. It's kind of sad. I don't know, the Black Series seems to have lost its way a little bit lately. I don't know why, but... Oh, people have been asking me on the short, they could see that. That is a completely different head. I replaced the head on it. I kind of like it. I think I did a reasonably good paint job on it, I think. But yeah, it's the original Black Series body, just with a different head. I didn't like the head on it. Did not like Harrison Ford. So yeah. I like the way all my Darth Vader seem to be pointing. I seem to like the pointing finger versions. Yep, the last Black Series figure I put on still hasn't got, I think it's not even past 100 views yet or something like that. So, yeah. So we have, oh, that was the big figure I got of him. I repainted, obviously the same to C-3PO. We have the very big fig Darth Vader. He's trusted up there because he stands. He really does. He's got very big feet. We have a 1-to-1 C-3PO head. I keep thinking of making that so it looks like it's got wires hanging out of it. So it looks like he's been blasted. Interesting stuff on the shelf. Yeah. It's amazing what you put down places. A little Lego figures. Oh yeah, the King Kong playing his pipes on top of the Stormtrooper's head. Don't ask. Just don't ask. So yeah, I don't know if I showed you properly. Alien shelf. There we go. I have a load of those at the back. I don't know if you can see them, the Batman the Animated Series figures. I never took them out of the packet, and I don't know why, because I don't normally do that. But then, I think at the time I wasn't doing the channel, and I was like, no, I'm going to leave them in the packets because it's easier to just display them like that. So, yeah. Right, so we have nipped over to the shelf over here. We have the Screaming Rocketeer there at the back. Magneto bust. The Funko Rocketeer there. There's the only kind of pops I've got really. I can see them at the back. There is a Cara Dune one in there. We have, he is Two-Face. No, he isn't Two-Face. He is Darkman. I just thought I'd see if anybody was paying attention. A Jonah Hex figure that I bought at a convention. If you're the guy that sculpted that, please say hi at the bottom. Some geometric model kits, which I also bought off of the guy that sculpted that. Then we have some of my other Funkos. Funko TARDIS, Funko Doctor, and that which glows in the dark. Because glow in the dark figures can be scary. It's a Mario. And then black hole figures. Who ever thought we would get black hole figures? I absolutely, if you were to ask me which are one of my favourite figures, these guys. That is my original Mego one from when I was a kid. But yeah, these guys are very, very special to me. I just think they're amazing. There's Sherlock there, Mr. Cumberbatch. We have the Rocketeer, obviously. The Phantom, Ming and Flash from the older style comics. Then we have the Defenders of the Earth versions there at the front, with Ming at the back. That is a knockoff Figure Arts Iron Man there at the back. This War Machine and Harley there as well. We have Elvira, King Kong at the back there. This, like I said, some of these need moving around. We also have the big, if you can see that, the big chap, which I was looking to pick up at a car boot for like £4. I was like, oh, there's a big chap. The little sister or what? She wasn't there, but anyway. We have Captain Kirk, Flash, and the Crow there at the back. The Tron figures, which again I got when I got the black hole figures. They are again some of my favourites. Never thought we'd get figures of those, as I never thought we would get figures of Dungeons and Dragons. These are a little disappointing because I would rather Mcfarlane, not Mcfarlane, but yeah, Mcfarlane or NECA or anybody else that had made them other than Hasbro. They're good, but they're not good enough. But we are getting the rest of the set. So that's pretty cool. We have Alf here at the front with his beer, stood with his bros there, because we've got Quint and Hooper. Hooper drives the boat. Yeah, I'm glad we've got Jaws figures. I'm so happy we've got Jaws figures. Now we have the Terminator shelf. Now I was very clever because I put the Terminator figures next to the Back to the Future figures because time travel. Ah, great Scott! Yeah, I do like the animated series. I used to watch it when I was when I first went to Florida on vacation. It was on TV there, so I used to like, oh brilliant, that's on, and I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. The Back to the Future figures, it's really weird. Doc and Biff, they seem to get right. Michael J. Fox, never quite. I don't know why, never quite right. There at the back is the, I don't want to say bootleg, but it's the AliExpress Marty McFly, the Time Through Boy, or the Boy Through Time, something like that. It's got a weird name. Now here we have one of my favourite shelves. We'll start with the weakest of the set so far. We have the Invisible Man. There at the back we have the Mummy, Wolfman, Frankenstein's creature, and probably my favourite, the Dracula. He is absolutely freaking breathtaking. And the black and white versions there at the back. Again, I want a bigger, better shelf for these guys. They just need to be seen better. Then we have the Turtles Universal Monsters, which I put over here with these guys. They should really be over on their own shelf over there, but that shelf's pretty full. So I thought I'd put them over here with these guys. Then we have the ETs. I didn't get the Elliot with the bike. I don't know. I couldn't quite pull the trigger on that one. And money is a little bit difficult at the moment. Like I say, because YouTube are pushing the shorts, it's affecting how many views I'm getting on the channel. You don't make any money on shorts. It's pence. I mean, it's pence on the other ones, but, you know, it could be better. The Centurions, which I'm trying to find my original figures of. I have a full set of those. He-Man, these are the modern ones, the redos. I do have the originals somewhere. He-Man was such a big action figure set for me as a kid. I didn't have Man-at-Arms. I now do. Thank you. Down here we have Flash again. He gets around. The most amazing figure that NECA have ever made, the American Werewolf in London. And the demon at the back there. Robocop, who maybe shouldn't be stood on the horror shelf, but yeah. We have Pinhead. The guy from the comic things at the back there, whose name's gone out of my head. McCready from one of my all-time favourite movies, The Thing. Ash, one of the greatest horror characters ever. Down to the shelf down here where we have, obviously, all of the other... Ooh, I've got to kneel down for these. Scream there at the back. Scream, Ghostface. Need to sort that hood out. It's not quite right. Tiffany and Chucky. There's Jason. Oh, not Jason. Oh, block pots. That would have been good if I could have said the word. Plot spoiler, not Jason. Jason. Another Jason. Oh, look, and Freddy. Michael, Larry, Dr. Loomis. Dr. Loomis, who people keep saying I look like. That could be a replacement if they restart the series again, which they probably will do. I volunteer. I will be a Dr. Loomis. He had cold eyes, the blackest eyes. I could do that. I do like these. There is another set of these coming out soon. They seem to keep getting delayed. I kind of want them, but they are expensive. The price have gone up for them. But I've heard that they've improved. These had their problems. Go watch the reviews of them. They had their problems. But yeah. Just out of interest, down here we have my old... This is where it all started with these guys. These are the ones I had as a kid. One of the first superhero figures I ever bought. That and the Secret Wars Iron Man. I also have a big fig of Batman, which I think is pretty good. and the Superman, which I'm not as impressed with. But I picked one up all those years ago. Yeah, that bottom shelf there I'm not going to show because it's a load of junk, but it needs to be sorted. We have these guys, the toy box figures, which is such a shame because it's now nearly impossible for me to find these anywhere over here because they closed the store down. They closed all the shops down, and you can get them online, but they don't have them online. You try looking for them online. The only place you can really buy them now is Amazon, would you believe? There's the horror versions. I maybe should swap that shelf and that shelf round. There's horror ones, which are obviously the NECA figures. Then we have the toy box, Disney toy box again. That was one of my first ever successful videos. It went through the roof, and I remember being so impressed that wow, so many people watched it. There was that and Thanos. Those were the two that really put me on the map. And I would have loved to have got more toy box figures, but they're just really difficult for me to get. We have Darkman up there again, the little Star Wars from the computer game. And we have the Iron Man shelf, which we've all seen a few times. One of my favourite model kits. And we scoot along here. There we go. All the way to the end. Another one of my favourite model kits. The Iron Man helmet. Then we have the Doctor Who shelf. This again, I keep thinking of revamping these guys. I took a TARDIS out a while ago, and when I put it back I knocked those ones. But yeah, all the companions and a couple of Doctors on that shelf with some more TARDISes, and most of the runs. I also have two. I've now got two of these, one of which actually has the little thing in his hand. Let me see that. Get it to focus. Come on, focus. There you go. Yeah. I couldn't decide. I also figured I've got two Amy Ponds. I couldn't decide between the brown jacket or the blue jacket. I went with the blue jacket. Yeah. Doctor Who. Such amazing figures. It's again, I would have loved these as a kid. To have a full set of Doctors, companions to go with them, and Daleks. I mean, I had them, but they were the doll ones from back in the day. Venom. And finally, I'll scoot along here. We have a Doctor Doom helmet, which I've never really sort of. I feel like it needs a hood, and so now my Freddy, which needs the glove at the side of him, also needs a sweater and the hat and all that. Jason, again, one of my favourites. Two old classic Biker Scout figures just sitting there. My Star-Lord badge, which if anybody's interested why I have a badge with Star-Lord written on it, leave a comment at the bottom. I'll do a video about it. It'd only be a short one, but I'll do one. Paint. Oh, yes. I keep telling him, if you keep picking it, it's never going to heal. A Tom Baker Doctor there at the back whose nose I was fixing. My mum bought it in the market with his nose missing. There was a second Doctor as well somewhere. A Predator helmet, which again I'm still never quite sure whether I'm happy with that. Could do some work on it. Uncle Sam's car, which again was in one of my very early videos. And some Papacara helmets that I made back in the day. Say Iron Man, and well, that's Iron Man as well. And an old screaming Han Solo. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. That is kind of a quick tour of the room. If there is anything you've seen in here, 90% of this is already on the channel. But if there's something you've seen that I maybe haven't reviewed or you can't find, comment underneath and I'll have a look and see if I can do a video about it. Yeah, because I'm looking for stuff to do videos of for you guys, because it's a bit difficult at the minute, money wise. We're all kind of struggling a little bit with, you know, things. So yeah. So I'm going to wind this up. I'll do that bit that you usually do at the end of these videos. If you are new here, please hit the like, shares and subscribe buttons. It all helps the channel. It really, really does. A lot of you guys watch these videos, but you're not subscribed. It's really important that you subscribe. It makes the channel work so much better. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night. And we will see you all in the next video. Bye now.